Hi guys, welcome to season 6 of Fortnite Battle Royale, and it's amazing. I'm going to be going over all the changes in this video, and I'm starting with the trailer, and you'll see this trailer when you first open up Fortnite and your season 6 gets installed. So you'll see that what happened was the cube had melted into Loot Lake and it's lifted up the house in the middle of Loot Lake, and that's become one of the map changes of Floating Island. So there's quite a few map changes, and I will be showing them as I've gone through the game and gone to all the new areas that I know of anyway. So it says Darkness Rises, and that's a hint at one of the new items in the game called Shadow Stones. So I went to the upgraded battle pass, and so I've got access to some more of the skins and the new items in the game. So there's heaps of new skins which are upgradable, and of course new gliders and harvesting tools and emotes, and well, just everything's changed. And the main thing is we now have pets, and there's a dog and a gecko and a dragon, and they can come in different colors. And there's also other amazing back bling and a Red Riding Hood theme as well. And we have Red Riding Hood as an upgradable skin, and then the last tier is the wolf. And there's also this hugely funny skin, and I use that later on in the video. So I've actually equipped 3 different skins and 2 different pets, and I'll show them in action, and it's really hilarious having the pets. And I'm loving the new dances as well. You can see this running man here, and the amazing back bling for the DJ Yonder skin. So there's some really awesome items, and I'm just going through the battle pass showing them. And there's Fable, the Red Riding Hood, and we'll have wings as well once we get that far into the battle pass. So yeah, I'm loving the pets. I think I said that, but I really am. And they're so funny because they react differently depending on what's going on. So, you know, when you're shooting someone, they get really upset and start growling, and then they get excited and the dog barks when you open a chest. So that's hilarious too. And there's also a new thing called music in the game, and you can have the different music playing while you're playing the game. And the old game Fortnite music has been included, which a lot of people wanted. So here's the upgradable level 100 Dyer, and he turns into a really scary werewolf. So this is all obviously leading up to Halloween, so that's really great. And there's new challenges, the hunting party challenges and the calamity challenges to upgrade that calamity skin. And also week 1 challenges are out, and I'll be doing a separate video on the week 1 challenges. So the first thing I wanted to see was the floating island, because this is awesome and it's right up in the air, and I landed on it, but to save my dog because I was under attack, I tested to see what happens when you jump off the edge, and everything's fine. You can open your glider and you can get down safely, so there's no problem there. And here are the new Shadow Stones, and these are awesome. So what happens is they last for 45 seconds when you consume them, and you become this etheric spirit. And if you stand still, you're invisible. But if you move, you've got a trail that can be seen, but I should think it's going to be really hard to shoot a trail. But you get increased movement and jumping height, and there's no fall damage. And also, the best part, you can phase through buildings by left clicking and getting up some speed first, and then you go through anything, trees, buildings, you just go through it all. So that's really amazing. And I wanted to test getting back up to the floating island, and yes, it is possible. You go into that whirlpool that's been created in Loot Lake, and you get lifted up to the island. So that's amazing, you can get back up there. And I wanted to explore it a bit more, but I was outside of the storm circle, and there have been some changes to the storm circle too, with the duration and the time of how long they take to close in. So I've put a link to the patch notes in the description under this video, so you can check out the full details of every change that's been made by clicking on that link. So here I am playing with my dog in the back bling, and that was awesome. And you see his face change when you're shooting, and he's really happy the rest of the time. He even howls sometimes. So, and he barks when you launch off with the glider. So it's also really funny when you jump out of the battle bus and he's holding on to your back bling. It's really cute. So here's the giddy up skin, and he has that glitter up emote that's part of it once you've got it equipped, and he sprays out some glitter, so that's really funny too. And with him I went to the new haunted castle, which is on the top of the mountain by Haunted Hill, and it's an amazing building again. It's really huge, awesome, and it's got some hidden chests as well. But I didn't stay too long there. It actually didn't end too well for me this run, but I had a bit of a look around, and there's a load of loot and really a whole new area to explore with that haunted castle. And with him I equipped the gecko, and he's really funny too. He's catching flies while you're running around there. So my next one, I used the Calamity skin, and I had that Red Riding Hood cloak. And with this one I checked out the new cornfields, and they're amazing too. So it's at Fatal Fields, and you run through them and you can't see anything and no one can see you either, but there are small huts and there's loot on the ground, and even I found a chest. So, you know, it's really hard to shoot anyone, of course, because you can't see them. Jumping up helps a bit, but otherwise, you know, it's like a huge bush basically that everyone can run around in, and you can really hide well in those cornfields. That's amazing to experience that. So that's added a really new element in the game. And lastly, I then went to the Wailing Woods, and in the Wailing Woods there's new buildings. It's a whole new area now, dotted about, quite a few different new buildings. And what's interesting with these is there's a lot of hidden areas, so don't leave any cupboards alive, because there could well be a secret passage behind them or a secret bunker. I went to a few of the buildings and they all had bunkers and secret hidden areas. So the other changes are they've taken out the suppressed SMG and the light machine gun and the bouncer and the C4 and impulse grenades, and they've also reduced the double barrel shotgun damage. But as I say, check the link for the full details in the patch notes, and stay tuned for a lot more to come on Season 6. Thanks for watching tamLChannel. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe and turn on notifications for more great gaming content.